Hopefully it's not tilted. If it's tilted, I'm sorry. You can clearly tell that this video is being recorded by me and not with any help. Okay. So, hi. Today we're going to be doing a book review on, The Former Things by Steadham. I wanted to do a quick review on his book because I listened to it on audiobook, and so it's basically, it's like a kind of, I don't know the exact genre, but I'm assuming it's contemporary because it's kind of like the today days kind of thing, and it's about this character named Sean, and he has kind of like a history, things that happened to him with his grandparents, which led him basically astray from God, if anything, of knowing God, not necessarily astray from God, because he wasn't, I wouldn't say he was that great of a Christian, but he was assisting, but he's just kind of against it, so because of bad examples, and so he's kind of an atheist. And he also has this crush on, he has two crushes. He has one crush at the beginning and he has another crush later on. I do have to say that I was a little conflicted with later on how the story goes, because I was kind of expecting one thing and then it ended up being something else completely. But I did like the whole how God helped him later on in the story. Basically the whole process of how he goes from completely hating anything that has to do with God, completely being an atheist and against Christianity and against Christian people, basically, to the point where God basically opens his eyes to the reality of what a true Christian should be, basically. And it's a really beautiful story because it also shows us how to be better Christians, so that we can go on acting our life like basically like everyone else, when we're supposed to show the example that God lives in our lives. And so this story is kind of based like that. It also shows that even if you're a Christian, you're not necessarily perfect. So you see that with Jenny and Keith, which is really cool because you see it from both perspectives, from a female side and from a male side, and in different things that they struggle, because that's also something that happens to us, not just if we didn't believe in God, but as Christians who do believe in God, we can tend to put so much on the shoulders of people who we admire as Christians and think that they are perfect, and then they're not allowed to struggle but they struggle just the way we do. So I really like the story because it feels so realistic in that sense, that we Christian struggles, and that there is no perfect Christian, and then there are those who are, while they're struggling, they're trying their hardest to be their best, and they can change, because we do have the ability to change as Christians. And I don't know if this is tilted, because it still feels like it's a little tilted. If it is, I'm so sorry. Again, I am by myself trying to record it, and I gotta hurry up because my son is asleep and I finally put him in the crib, so hopefully this works out. Again, this book is also as a part of the giveaway. The only negative for me is more like I was expecting him to be with one love interest instead of with the other, and that confused me. Especially since I like sweet romantic stuff. That kind of threw me off, since usually I can kind of guess it. It threw me off, but everything else I really like. So I do recommend this book. Again, it's called The Former Things by Steadham. Have a great day. Bye.